Hello and welcome to the Weather Hazard Briefing presented by National Weather Service Pocatello for Tuesday, March 7th. Here's what you'll see in this briefing today. We have moderate to strong westerly flow. This keeps bringing some episodes of snow showers, and that'll continue through Thursday evening. Afternoon highs will stay below freezing through Wednesday, then struggle to slightly above for Thursday in some lower elevations. Overnight lows with widespread single digits and some below zero temperatures will continue. And we're looking for a quiet wind pattern with just some scattered snow showers, primarily this afternoon and evening. And then on Wednesday, it'll be definitely more widespread and mostly during the day and into the evening hours. There is a pattern change that arrives late Thursday night. It's what we call an atmospheric river situation that brings mild, moist air in from the Pacific through California, Nevada, and it makes it all the way here. There's that much moisture in it. And that means a changeover in the lower elevations to afternoon rain and during the other times snow. And there is a potential for some heavy snow in the highlands and mountains during this storm, which will last through Friday and into Friday night. And also we're looking for, especially along the ridges in the Snake River Plain, for some very windy conditions. All right, but let's start out with the next couple of days. Here is a satellite image. Here you can see a line of cloudiness just entering Owyhee County and moving through eastern Oregon. This will spread eventually into our area. You can see it already sort of getting into the eastern side of Boise's area of responsibility. You can also see there's a widespread patch of low cloudiness and fog, which might be depositing some icing onto road surfaces, especially on bridges in our area, because temperatures, there's some, even in the Snake River Plain, some temperatures this morning below zero. So that's our weather maker for today. But we are looking for a lot of locations. This is just what we would call isolated or widely scattered afternoon and overnight showers. So this morning, just dealing with the fog and the low cloudiness in the sort of the northeast corner of our forecast area. And for most of these locations, we're not looking for anything other than some afternoon snow showers, and there's just a slight chance, which means it's a lot of people will see nothing. The best chances for it, as you can see, are the Wood River and Sawtooth area. That's because all those clouds are going to swing. As you can see, they're sort of swinging already to the northeast, and by tonight it'll be more swinging to the north rather than northeast. And the extension of the cloud cover and showers, I mean, by the time you get to the eastern highlands, it's pretty much it's the lowest end of slight chance. And you can see it doesn't even last into the evening hours there. It's just during the day for the eastern and southeast highlands. And even Lemhi County, it's all going to sort of wear out, and a lot of the whatever snow is produced will be left in the Wood River Basin and in the Sawtooths. Then on Wednesday, it gets a little bit more impressive. Another low pressure moves through this westerly flow, and so snow is actually likely for especially the eastern highlands, both the southeast and northeast, and the Wood River and Sawtooth area. Light snow definitely there. Elsewhere, it is a solid chance of snow, and we'll look at the evolution of that snowfall on Wednesday here in a little bit. Then there is pretty much a break until late night on Thursday night, and there you can start seeing sort of everything gets lit up in oranges and eventually reds on Friday. A lot of places, though, it's some late night snow, not very much on Thursday. That would be the Snake Plain, the South Hills, Southeast Highlands, and Lemhi County. But the other places will get smacked pretty hard. And again, this would be after 11 p.m., almost nothing until that occurs. And then Friday is our really bad day, and it starts as early as 5 a.m. So rain or afternoon rain, otherwise snow for the Snake Plain, the Magic Valley, the South Hills. We're looking at breezy to windy conditions. And the hardest hit area will be the Wood River Basin, including and the Sawtooth area, including especially, for instance, over the Galena Summit for all day Friday. We are looking at, that would be Friday and Friday night. We're looking at snow accumulations in excess of a foot over Galena Summit. So a lot of snow piling up, and then it will gradually end on Saturday, but still going pretty strong, especially in the morning hours. So through noon on Saturday, expect some pretty good snowfall. It'll keep you all busy. All right, so here's a surface weather depiction showing the snow today. You can see it's pretty much limited to our western areas. And so here you can see it evolve. So you could see if it shows outline of snow and it's still registering 0, that's because this rounds off to the nearest inch. So this is up to 4/10 of an inch of snow. If it doesn't get to the darker shades, it's not necessarily 0. And here you can see for the afternoon, it starts moving into Stanley Basin, into the Wood River Valley, into the hills south of Twin Falls and Burley, and a little bit into Bear River Basin. And then you can see it starting to shift, and it's a little bit heavier just to the west of our area in the Boise National Weather Service area. And then finally some 1 to 2 inches accumulating, mostly at high elevation. So not a whole lot of snow here for Tuesday night. Not much in the way of wind. You can see what little wind there is. It's actually out of the east and northeast. And it really doesn't get to above 15 miles an hour until you get to the Burley area. So that might push some snow around down here in the eastern Magic Valley. But elsewhere, it's single-digit wind speeds. These are afternoon highs, so Burley struggling to get above freezing, but most locations staying in the 20s. Even with a switch to aloft, at least we're finally getting some southerly wind, but it just isn't making it down to the surface where the cold air will stay. And overnight lows, you can see some below 0 temperatures, especially in the basins in the central Idaho mountains. And then up north of Island Park, a lot of below 0 there, and single digits for the heavily populated areas. Okay, and then here on Wednesday, you can see the entire area here, all snow. Light snow, but all snow. So let's watch how this evolves. So this is Wednesday morning. You can see mostly in the south is where the heavier snow will be, at least at first. And the 1 to 2 inches, though, it's still starting out pretty light. It's a ½ an inch to an inch or so. And now you can see it's starting to spread, starting to hit the Bear River Basin and the Bear River range of mountains and areas to the west towards Malad City. Getting hit a little bit harder. Light accumulations continue in the Galena Summit area and all across most of Custer County and Blaine County. And now light snow falling in the Snake River Plain. And that continues to increase in the evening and filling in more and more holes. And then you can see it starts to end late on Wednesday night for Shoshone area, Twin Falls and Burley, and lower portions of or southern portions of the Snake River Plain. And here's, again, some pretty good winds out of the northeast and east. But, again, the strongest winds are staying in the eastern Magic Valley and maybe some stuff felt at some of the lower elevations in the Wood River Valley. And here are the highs. You can see it's getting a little bit warmer as those south winds will start to try to work some warm air into our region. But still, even Pocatello staying below freezing. And overnight lows with the cloud cover widespread on Thursday. Still not seeing much change, but a few more double-digit temperatures down in the Snake River Plain. All right, just to give you a sneak peek about late Thursday night, this is a 6-hour, so we're getting an inch an hour of snowfall accumulation in the Wood River Valley. Because you can see it's 6 to 8 inches there in this bright yellow, and then the darker yellow is 10 to 12. So that's an inch an hour. So that's pretty good accumulations, and even some of the outlying areas, it's still 4 to 6. And you can see even by 5 a.m. Pocatello will be accumulating to 2 inches. So some pretty good snow already falling Thursday night, and it only worsens on Friday, as I said. Here you can see the wind shift. We're now out of the southwest and west, and you can see it's starting to pick up in even Pocatello, Blackfoot, Idaho Falls, Rexburg. They're all 16-mile-an-hour gusts. So that can drift wind a little bit, and obviously it'll be a lot better in the Twin Falls and Burley areas than it is further to the northeast. That's all I have. If you have any further questions, you can always contact us at this telephone number. Check out the weather yourself at weather.gov/Pocatello. Thanks for watching.